Do that to my camera again.
Oh my goodness. All right. I think we're on. Are we on across the board here? Let's see.
We're on Facebook.
It's 8:30. My 8:30 alarm's going off, so I should be starting the show. I'm online on online Periscope, online Facebook, online YouTube. There we go. So I think we're good to go. Jesse, seeing us up there?
Yeah, I'm fixing the Facebook.
Oh, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Geocaching love stories tonight. If you are, if you and your caching partner both cache and or met while caching, give us a call 808-468-7924. We want to hear about it. Want to hear about it? Okay, Chad, you ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you, Jesse, for highlighting that. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Jesse, you good to go? All
Sure.
right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wait, hold on. I gotta push play on this. It doesn't even matter if I count down or not. Here we go. Let's try it again. This kind of day it's been. All right, 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have Shorty Knits manning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Jazz 427.
Howdy, y'all. It's time for some love stories.
That's right, kids. Tonight's episode 622, recorded live on July 1st, 2020, is Geocaching Love Stories. Phone lines are open, kids. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. 808 got swag. And if you are an international caller, it's free, Chad. Our international calls are free. You can call us free via the web, via your browser. Just head on over to collinstudio.com/show/GCPC. And you can, if you're out of the country, out of the USA, you can call us too for free. How about that? You can't go wrong with that. So give us a call, guys. Before we get this show started, Chad, we need to talk about Patreon. Guys, it costs a lot of money to make the show work. We do this every week. We have 2 shows now, one on Saturday, one on Wednesday. It's double the cost. This show is expensive. It's July 1st, which means the bills have come, and we have paid them via the credit card. But the credit card needs to be paid. So we'd appreciate anything you do. Hey, there's 2 ways to help us out. One is via PayPal. You can send us a one-time donation, whether it be $100 or $50 or even $5, and you're going to send it to paypal.me. That's PAYPAL.me/the Geocaching Podcast, or Chad, or you could become a patron and get all the perks of becoming a patron, which include, depending on the tier you get a sticker, you get a path tag, you get base price for all our shirts in our store, anything in our store, actually, not just shirts. You get patron only shows, you get extra audio, extra video, only available to patrons on the paywall side, on the other side. So you get all of that becoming a patron. We want to welcome Chad. We got a gold star patron, by the way, Chad. We love the gold stars. We got A Holly S out of Akron, Ohio. Didn't she win? Did she win, Jess, or did she come in second the other day? Last week, or a couple of weeks ago. Do you remember? I think she came in second. I don't
remember.
Yeah, nice. I don't remember if she won or not. I don't remember. Chad's looking to see if she won. Everyone's watching Jeeves, Jess. No one was watching the
She was up there, but the decoy duck did not win.
Oh, okay. She was up there. All right, fair enough. All right, she'll get there maybe. So we welcome her to the other side, to the patron. She knuckled up to the bar and said, "Yes, I will help you." So we appreciate it there very much. Anybody, guys, you can if you can become a patron. It's a lot of fun on the other side. Go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And it's also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Begone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for the outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUA. I threw it off. MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Art Ed Crafted. Art Ed Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Please give us the opportunity to show how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com. And Chad, for the record, Jesse is wearing. Jess, show me shirt. Tonight's show. Boom.
Ooh, love geocaching.
Or geocaching love, Chad.
Ah.
Oh, sure. All right, sorry. Continue.
And finally, buy pattags.com for all your swag and pattag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pattags with over 39,000 tags to collect. Pattags.com is everything you need to start your pattag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com for the OCD.
I appreciate that. And as always, Chad, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or
in our show notes.
our show notes. Thank you, Chad. Guys, phone lines are open. If you met your spouse or your geocaching partner and you and geocache together, give us a call, 808-468-7924. Because I got me and Jesse's story, and that's all we got. So if you don't call in, it's going to be a long night here. And it's going to be a fun one. Because, one thing, Jesse, Chad, get this. StreamYard now allows 10 windows.
Ooh.
10, Chad.
That's only like 50 shy of Zoom.
How much does Zoom allow?
I think it allows 60, but 30 on one page at a time. So
Really? Wow, that's a lot.
yeah,
Wow. News.
too many. Put it that way.
The most I think I've ever been in is like 10. That's it. I've never been in no, that's not true. When I did, I think I had 20 at a meeting at one time. It was just too many people. It was a lot.
I don't know. I get something like 40 on. We're now using Microsoft Team.
Oh, that new one. Yes.
Yeah. So
How's it going with that?
it's going okay, but most of us only have our profile picture up there. So very few people go live on it, and there's good reason for it. I've already seen things that probably shouldn't have been seen.
Oh. Look at Aussie Geocache saying everyone knows him. I don't know his love story. Jess, do you know his story?
I don't know the whole story.
Yeah, dude, no one knows your story. What are you talking about? Give us a call. No one knows your story. I am the God. I don't know your story at all. So Chad, meanwhile, Chad, the GCPC store. Jesse found I didn't even know about it. We're having a sale. There's a sale, 10% off sale, Chad. 6/28, which is I guess going on now through July 6th. 10% off, Chad. Everything.
Okay, where the hell's my shirt that I ordered like a month ago?
No, my shirts haven't come in. I actually got an email though saying like, "Hey, we're slow and we apologize." I actually got an apology email. You get that?
It could have went into my promotions and I didn't read it and it got deleted.
It actually shows your order is completed, though, Chad. You may want to give them a call.
Oh no, Chad.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll
Or
have
maybe
to-
it's on its way.
Yeah, maybe it's shipped. That could be.
Maybe it shipped. There you go. So
Yeah,
other
Scott,
than-
yours is still open. There's a few
Mine is
others
still
that are
open.
still open.
Yeah, mine is still definitely open.
My chest has been Java free.
All right, so all right, that's all we got. So we can get into the show. So guys, what we love here is is the cashers who met during June. No, should we say met or just
No, and
Turkey
I
Day.
think anything love related during geocaching. Like we know people whose wedding parties, celebrations were events, geocaching events.
we do? Yes, ours was not.
Ours was not. Well, we didn't have one.
Well, we had a wedding. What are you talking about?
Not a party though. Not a
We did not.
what do
have
you
a
call
party.
it? Why can't I think of the word? Reception. Thank you.
We did not have a reception.
Yeah, we did not have a reception.
No. If we did, it would be an event.
If you went geocaching on your wedding day,
We did.
that's
Yes,
a
we did.
geocaching
We
love
did.
story.
We did.
If you got engaged while geocaching, that's a
We
geocaching
did.
love story.
Wow, we did. We did.
We did all of those, all of the above. We met while geocaching.
Our first date, we geocached
Our very first date, we went geocaching after dinner.
after dinner.
Our
We did.
engagement was while geocaching,
If you put-
and
so
our
if
wedding
you-
day, we went geocaching.
If you put out a geocache professing your love or about your wedding,
We did not do that. But wait, no, that's not true. I did put out a cache at the place where we met. I did do that.
I put that in the show notes for you there,
Yeah,
Scott.
the cache GC4M54A, Chad. It's got to start somewhere. That's that's the place. You can actually look at that, and you guys can Google Map that and actually see the place where Jesse and I met. You can see the parking lot where we met. Yeah. Beth and I crashed a wedding by accident while caching. We were in the bride's father's daughter. Oh my God, you're kidding. Oh, remember, Jess, we
That's
did that.
fantastic.
We saw a wedding.
We did. Yes, we had the boys with us, and we kind of crashed a wedding. We were trying not to be in their pictures, but that would have been pretty funny. So Jolene wants to know if we both geocached before we met. Yes, we both were cachers. Scott was a little bit more of an active cacher than I was. I was more of a vacation cacher before we met, and then my number, you can tell on my graph in my profile exactly where we met because I was like, "Ooh," and then it went straight up as soon as we met.
Jesse thought she was big shit because she's like, I found 50 so far.
Yeah, that was
She
a
said it
lot.
like that. You're like, I found 50.
But I also, Scott, I also didn't know any other cachers.
Chad, by then I had 8,000.
I had never been caching with anyone other than myself and my son. I didn't know anybody. I mean, hand to God, I didn't even know that cachers knew each other.
all right.
Like, he was like telling me about, commemorative caches for other people. And I'm like, wait, you mean like you guys know each other? And I didn't have any idea. I was clueless. I don't know.
Right. I was probably about 30 caches in when I was starting to do puzzle caches, and I got help from a CO, and he invited me to an event. So I was about 50 caches in when I first went to a first event, and I met my first love pair. Geocaching love pair. So that was Cross Mage and Lady Phoenix, who Lady Phoenix later got a tattoo on her, but it was Cross Mage's trackable.
Oh,
So
What's funny is that I have now I have now been married to a woman who didn't cache and a woman who does cache. Okay, so I've seen both sides of this coin. Okay, and let me tell you something, Chad. It's a lot better when they cache, man.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm only on the doesn't cash side.
It's a lot
Scott,
more
you,
fun when they cash.
So
you
by
got a
the
call. You got a phone call, Scott. You want to just pull them straight in? It's
uh,
see my show.
before that, so Cross Mage and Lady Phoenix were married at Geo Woodstock in Sellersburg, Indiana. They were the first couple to be married at Omega.
Oh, really?
Wow, that's awesome.
I don't know if I get married at Omega. I don't know. All
See,
right,
see, Craig's calling in through the web. He's doing my job for me. I don't even.
Why don't you go talk to him and tell him like, can you talk to him?
Sure.
One day ago. Now another call's coming in. So
All right, there we
you
go.
Get that one. I'll get this one.
All right.
I'll get this one. Hello, Australia. Hello.
G'day, Scott. How you going, mate?
How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm very, very, very well. I thought everyone knew my story, mate.
Well, Jesse's gonna be pissed. Only gotta wait for Jessie to come back because she's now in the queue, and right now she's telling him, "I'm missing the story." That's what she's saying right now.
Oh dear.
No,
well, actually, I've created another YouTube channel called An Aussie in America.
Dude, how many YouTube channels do you
I'm actually
have?
I'm not in America just yet, but I will be. And why I created that for is to tell my personal story rather than geocaching all the way. So,
why do you want to become an American, dude? Seriously. Do you see what's going on here?
Technically, I'm not going to become an American. I mean, you know.
Jess, I made him.
I'm going to marry one, but
Jesse, I made him wait because right now I knew you're on the
Thank
call.
you.
I'm missing the story.
I just so that's Carrot Killer on hold, and I said, "Sorry, I'm putting you on hold. I want to hear Craig's story." Sorry, Australia trumps Texas. So.
well Australia's
Hey.
Oh, Chad, you're from Indiana.
True.
All right, let's hear it.
No, I'm from Texas via Indiana and now live in California.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
More Texan than anything else.
So, Craig, let me officially hear that. I really don't know the story. I really, really don't. I apologize to people who know the story, but I really don't know it at all. No, so let's hear it.
No, that's okay. Just before I start, Chad, just to let you know, mate, it is much, much, much easier when they catch.
Right? Thank you.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I can totally understand that.
I had 3 geocaching girlfriends, to be honest with you.
Chad, I'm going to say this. The only difference, here's the only difference really, is that you go on vacation and you don't cache. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesse and I, we go on vacation and Jesse's searching for caches as soon as we figure out, oh, she's looking around the area. Whereas if you had a wife who didn't cache, she just wants to go to the beach, or she just wants to chill and she just wants to relax. Yeah,
I gotta scout out things that are going to be interesting to her, earth catches, virtuals, and then stuff like that, and then maybe on occasion sneak off and grab a cache when I'm at a gas station or whatever.
I know. Trust me, I feel your pain. I've been there, and I've flipped to the other side. It's much better, much more fun on the other side, Chad. Just for the record. Not telling you, not saying anything, just for the record there. All right, Craig, let me hear it.
All right, mate. From start to finish, I'll try and do the shorter version.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, back at the Giga, right? I travelled across
the big Giga.
I travelled across America for the Giga in Cincinnati. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the day after the Giga itself, I was on my way, and I was self-drive tour in that big van of mine. And as I was driving across, I thought, this is a pretty cool, highly favoured cache, me with my periscopes. I thought, you know what, I'm going to find this one, and this will be my periscope for the day. I found the cache. It was one of those dummy sort of dome camera things. I found it, signed the log, put it back as I normally do. Then I thought, okay, I'm going to start the periscope. Started the periscope. I'm halfway through the periscope, and this another car parks in the car park, and it was an empty car park. And I looked and went, oh, don't tell me this is another geocache. Anyway, this blonde bombshell gets out of the car. And when I'm talking blonde bombshell, I'm talking knock your pants off sort of bombshell. And I just looked and I said, are you a geocacher? Because I've never seen a geocacher look like this one before, to be honest with you. Like a bit like you, Scott, you know what I mean? Like we were punching above our weight, mate. Anyway, she walked up, yes, I am. And I said, oh, g'day, I'm Craig from Australia. She's like, oh, I love your accent. And I said, oh, I love yours, the American. And I had nothing else to say. I was gobsmacked. Anyway, we did the cache. This is all live on Periscope, by the way.
Oh,
So
you're
I've actually
kidding.
got our meeting,
Wait,
our first meeting on Periscope.
Can we go back and watch said Periscope,
Yeah.
or is it like now? Like, is it before they started saving them?
No. I've got it saved. I have it
Oh.
saved, and that'll be part of the new story that on my new YouTube channel.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, showing our meeting for the first time. So and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So far, only her friends have seen it and her parents and stuff. So that's
Right.
pretty cool.
Okay.
So yeah. So anyway, I did the Periscope, and I left the high and dry, Scott. I left the high and dry because I kind of had someone else at the time. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the most ideal thing, but it was the best of going at that point in time.
Wait,
So.
was she a cashier as well?
Yes, she was as well.
Okay. But I'm assuming she lived in
And she was-
Australia. I'm assuming she was in Australia.
Yeah. And she was in the car.
Oh,
She doesn't
shit.
like
Oh, get
being
out.
on
Oh, that's.
camera.
Oh, dude, what are you doing?
Hey, a man can window shop. As long as he doesn't get by, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Jesse, I don't subscribe to this. I just want you to know that.
Listen, he comes from a man who steals bison chews from people's hides, so don't start with me.
How dare you?
All right, so continue on. So
anyway, nothing happened. Like, it was just, we met there at that point in time. 3 or 4 days later, I was still on my trip, and she added me on Instagram, and she said, she's like, "Oh, you're the Australian guy that I met." I said, "Yes, I am." Whatever. So she just added me, and that was on my geocaching Instagram page. You know, not my personal one, my geocaching one.
right.
And we just kept at arm's length from there. Like, we didn't really message each other at all. You know, it was just the way it was. Anyway, life went on for me a little bit further. I did a full breakup, not even thinking about Alana. By the way, her name is Alana. Not even thinking about Alana in that way. And because I'm thinking for sure, like, she's American, dude. Like, you know, she's over across the other side of the world.
Sure.
She must have a partner as well because she's gorgeous, you know.
Right.
Didn't even think about it.
Right.
Broke up with the one that was a bit bad here.
Mm-hmm.
And then did some home stuff. You know, I was single for just over 6 months or so. And then out of the blue, Alana messaged me saying, look, you know, if I'm coming over to Australia with a few friends, if I give you an itinerary, can you tell me if it's doable? So I was like, yeah, sure. So she gave me this itinerary, and obviously American being an American doesn't know actually how big Australia actually is. And so I'm like, no, you can't do what you wanted to do because that's just ridiculous. And so we messaged back and forth for a couple of weeks, and almost every day. And then all of a sudden we started chatting every day. We started video calling each other every day on Snapchat. And then she's like, is this a thing? I said, I think it is. And she's like, well, are we going to be, you know, just together, just the two of us? I said, well, you know what, I've been together with you for the last 6 months. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell in terms of our meeting. And then she came over. She booked a flight straight away. When she said, is this a thing? I said, yes. She booked a flight. And she was here within the month. And we met, had 2 weeks here, and yeah, it just kicked off from there. And we're like, yep, this is it.
Wow.
This is the one.
Look at that.
You know what it's like, Scott, with Jesse. You know, as soon as you know.
Dude, I tell you, it's funny because Jesse, I met Jesse. She had just gotten off of work, and she was getting the cash, and she looked good. I mean, she looked like Jesse, but not like Jesse. She looked like she'd worked, and her hair. I think, was your hair up or something? I don't remember. You didn't.
No, I probably just didn't do anything. I was just
yeah.
at work.
And so then we went. I remember. I'll never forget this as long as I live. I picked her up to go on our first date, and I knocked on the door, and she opened the door, and it's like somebody punched me in the face because she was all made up. I mean, it was just like a pow. Like, holy God.
Yeah.
She looks so different and just amazing. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. So, I mean, I'll never forget
and you're
that.
like, what have I got? What have I got to give back?
I gave her a rose is what I gave her. I gave her a rose.
He did. He showed up on time with the rose and a button-down shirt.
Oh, wow.
With all three rarities.
Wow.
No, except for the on time. I'm usually on time. But other than that.
So I don't think I've ever seen you in a button-down shirt. I don't think you've ever been on the show in a button-down shirt. So
No, I didn't even get married in a button-down shirt. I got married in a sweater. Yeah, I don't wear too many collars unless I have to. I'm not a big collar guy. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome,
You're
dude.
like me, Scott. You got a big neck.
Yeah, oh, it's 17 inches,
yeah,
kid. 17 inches. Can you beat 17?
in your neck size.
My neck size is 17 inches. Yeah. Dude, when I weighed 150, it was 17 inches. It was. I've always had a
I'll
big
have
neck.
to convert it.
Yeah. Oh,
I'll have to convert it
I don't know what that is.
to centimeters.
Centimeters. I have no idea.
To metric, mate. Metric.
Yeah.
The way the rest of the world works.
Yeah. So, and for the record, I was not wearing a Cub hat, right? I didn't wear a hat, right? Did I wear a hat on our first date, Jess? I don't think I did.
I don't think so.
I was probably wearing a hat when I met Geocaching, but not.
Oh yeah.
But on the first date. No, I think I went hatless for a change. And that was it, man.
See, and the other thing, Scott, as well, you and I are very, very similar because Alana, she is the best at puzzle caches, just like Jesse. You know, you
really?
and I, we're just the humour. We're just the button clickers, mate. That's all you and I are.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas, so Alana, she does my puzzles for me as well, even from like across the other side of the world. She'll do my puzzles for me. I'm like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Jessie, Jessie's not much of a
love it.
puzzler now. Jesse's now super busy with work. She, as she's moved up the corporate ladder. But 7-8 years ago when I first met her, I mean, she could churn them out like that. I remember Jessie used to sit there and just solve puzzles, like find puzzles in the area and just solve them. I'm like, just sit there and do that. I'm like, how do you do that? I mean, you see me on a Saturday night. I'm ridiculous. I'm worthless.
Mate, I'm the same as you. That's why I called in last Saturday night, mate, just to keep you amused.
It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, she used to be really. Now I get it. She's super busy. I mean, Jessie's swamped with work, so I respect it. But yeah, she's a smart one. She's a good girl.
Yeah.
It's a good catch. I caught a good one. And she
Yeah,
stuck
so
with
that's my story, Scott. And then a couple of months after that, she came back over with her friends, Alana, and I popped the question out of the geocache location as well. And
wow.
She said yes, and yeah, it's all hunky dory. So
now you're moving
well,
here.
It was until this Rona kicked it anyway.
Now you're moving here. Oh God, that's horrible.
Yeah, to New Jersey too. Like, oh, New Jersey. Everyone bags out New Jersey. I can't believe it.
Well, it's Jersey, dude. Come on.
Exactly.
It could be worse. It could be Florida. Let's be honest.
I think the only one who the only people who like New Jersey are people from New Jersey. That's about it. They're like.
That's exactly what Alana said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Alana said.
Yeah.
100%.
I've been to New Jersey a few times, and I cannot say that my stays were very pleasant.
Were or were not?
They were not. Actually, when I went way far inland, they were, but getting there, the drive, no. Getting from Newark Airport to inland to where the AT&T Baby Bell offices, Lenovo, or not Lenovo, what the hell's the name of the company? What's the AT&T tech group that splintered off in late 90s? Anyways, I was visiting them with the water tower that looked like a transistor. But getting that area was pretty nice, but getting there was like, I actually accidentally got off the freeway. So it had it went down through a business area. I was talking to someone. I wasn't paying attention, and it wasn't like a regular exit. It was just a kind of like just went down, and all of a sudden I'm in a very scary neighborhood. Where people are literally dealing with at a sign that says drug-free zone. That's how scary it was.
That's like Chicago. Chicago, you could always tell it's a bad area because they've got these blue lights that flash, and that's how you always know. Like, oh, okay, this is a crappy area. Okay, like because that's a police light, so they could turn it on, and it's a camera. That's what it is. Chad Nancy Lack, who's from Jersey, says you were at the Verizon building. Is that the way you were talking about? Was it the Verizon building?
It wasn't. Well, it might be. It might be now.
Or the Ameritech?
It's been bought and rebought so many times. So
that's okay.
AT&T.
All right, Craig. Good story, buddy. We appreciate your calling.
Yeah. No, I do appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you get here someday to America. Although,
Oh, I know, Scott. Like, tell me about it. Mind you, Trump just did another thing by blocking for more visas to come over, but thankfully, not my visa that I'm appealing for.
so are you like ready to go? Are you sitting at home with just suitcases, like ready to go? Or are you like?
Yeah, well, almost. Like I'd have to pack up a few things and put them in boxes and stuff, but that's it. Yeah.
Really? Like how much time would you need?
A week.
A week. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I couldn't move
I'm
across.
good like that, Scott. I'm dedicated. I'm ready to go.
I couldn't move across the world in a week. So God bless. Yeah.
They give me 3 months though after they say yes. So they up to 3 months before I have to move over. To shut up shop here, so to speak.
Right.
So that's okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Let us know when.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
We'll talk to you soon.
I'll watch from the sidelines now.
We'll talk to you. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Seriously, 3 Craigs out of 8 people. Is there 3 Craigs? Oh, there is.
That's funny.
All right, so let's geocache love stories. We've got Carrot Killer. Hello, Carrot.
Hello there.
Applause. There we go. How you doing, man?
Good.
So, what's your story?
So, I think I've told this story on here a few times before, but here we go again. So,
Let's see.
I obviously did not know my wife, but she had come into town with another lady when I lived in South Georgia, and they were trying to do a Where I Go of mine, which was called something like the Bullock County Haunted Night Where I Go, which there were supposed haunted locations in the county, and you went to all of these before you got to the final. And they decided they were going to do it at night. They didn't know me, but they started messaging me like for information at each stage. I guess they started getting progressively more scared as they went through. And eventually, I guess they decided that they didn't know who I was. And my name was Carrot Killer. And why are we agreeing to meet this man
with Killer in his
final
name?
cache location in the middle of the night? Because they wanted to trade pat tags, but it was like too much for them, and they eventually just bailed and went on to Savannah. But then I met these ladies because we went to Going Caching, and we agreed to finally meet up there and trade pat tags. Now, the one woman, Leslie, was we met there,
Right.
We had never seen each other, but we instantly had a connection and traded pat tags and went on our way.
Okay, wait, hold on. Were you single?
I was technically married. Yeah, I was married.
And was she single?
She was single.
Okay, so she was single. You were married, technically.
Yeah.
Technically married. Okay.
Yeah. On the rocks marriage.
Fair
and
enough.
Towards divorce for sure. But
not because of her. Not because of her. Because of unforeseen.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Completely unrelated.
Right. Sure. I've been there.
So, yeah. So from there, we started seeing each other at these geocamping events around the states. You come together and camp for the weekend, geocaching, and we would hang out there. And I always had my 3 boys in tow, and so she got like the full Dempshire effect of us being rambunctious males with her more quiet self.
Right. Well, she was single. She was single with no kids, right?
Yeah, she was single with no kids. I was
married with 3 kids.
I was like halfway single with 3 young boys.
Right. It's a big difference right there.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, once I got a divorce, we began dating, and definitely my perfect partner. Especially since we both love geocaching, it's like one of the most important things in our lives. We do it constantly. We think about it all the time, and any trip we're planning, it's based around caching.
Oh, I know.
And it's great to have someone who shares that passion.
Yes, it does make planning vacations a crap ton easier, doesn't it? It's kind of nice. It makes it a lot easier. Except Jesse
Well,
loves.
yeah, I mean that's
Jesse loves to fill it too much.
That's what we base
That's
them
what
on.
Jesse likes to do.
It's
Jesse
better
likes.
than being bored.
I guess. I go, we're never gonna get to all this. Oh yeah, well we never know.
Well, I prioritize. I have the must do, the would really like to do, and the if there's time categories.
Right. Yes. Your 3 categories. Yes. So we love Leslie. Leslie's awesome. I've met your wife, and she's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. I like her too.
Yes. and she loves her kids. I'm assuming she's accepting of her kids. Has she?
Yeah.
Has there ever been a kid conversation or no? Does she want kids?
Yeah, there's been a kid conversation.
Uh-huh.
We said we're definitely not having any kids.
And she's okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
We are good.
All right.
My boys are my oldest becomes a teenager in like 2 weeks, and then hopefully he'll be here soon. But the other two, they're getting older. There's no need to go back to diapers and
Right.
Oh God.
around in a stroller. That's all behind me, and I don't want to go back to that.
Hell no. Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
I was good with one. It was like, yeah, don't need any more.
Yeah. Jesse's close shot was a dog. That was the closest we were gonna get was a dog. So we got the dog. That's the baby.
Right.
And guess who gets up in the middle of the night with the dog?
Oh, really? Who sits home all day with the dog while you were at work?
Oh,
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your one for 10 minutes. She gets up for 10 minutes to walk the dog.
No, like the first week we had her, I would wake up like every half an hour. Every time she would move, I would wake up. Does she have to go outside? Is she gonna pee in the bed? Because the dog was, dog sleeps with us.
Yeah.
You need to start kenneling it.
No,
Jessie can't
Yeah.
do it. She can't do it.
I can't.
She can't do it.
No.
She's like the mother who can't let the baby cry itself
I know.
to sleep.
She is,
Oh God,
she
we
is-
went
she
through
is
so much of that.
Exactly. I used to goalie my ex-wife with like, you can't go. I used to block the door. I literally used to block the door of Toby's door, my eldest kid's door. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
block. Like,
I had to do it. Same thing. I actually slept outside the door. I was like, no, you're not you're not going in here.
yeah.
It's like we're gonna go through this trial. You're not coming in here.
I know.
And then after a couple of days, guess what? The baby stopped crying.
Yeah, I know.
I think I was a little more strict with my son when he was a baby.
Then you were with the dog because the
Yeah.
dog, you're like a wuss,
Yeah.
Oh,
and you were more strict with your son.
Yes. I did let him cry it out.
And yet our dog is in the crate crying for 5 minutes. You're like, go get her. Go get her. The baby's crying. Go get her.
Yeah.
Go get her. She learned. Because, see, Chad, what happened was the dog was in our bed, okay? And she wouldn't calm down. It was bedtime, and she was rambunctious. So I'm like, all right, you're going in your crate. Threw her in the crate, and she was good. Then she started crying. Like, at 45 minutes later, she starts crying a little bit. Jesse's like, go get her. She's learned her lesson. Go get her. I go, no, I'm going to leave her there through the night, And she just wouldn't stop. Go get her. Go get her. Fine. I'm like, go, fine. I'll go get her. I went and got her, and then she slept through the night. But, like, just the point being is that she can't.
But she was so happy. She was so happy. She was so happy, and then she was a good girl after that.
do you cover the sides of the crate?
No, because we don't put her in.
No, because she doesn't sleep.
Well,
She sleeps
you
in our
should
bed.
try it. Cover the sides of the crate, and they feel when they only have one side exposed, they feel less threatened. They feel more comfortable. They feel like they're secure.
Well, it's in the corner, so you can see one side's against the wall, one side's against the couch.
Yeah, but just get it down to only one side where it can see out. You might want to try it. She wants the dog to sleep in the bed.
Yeah, she's not done that.
Especially during the winter, becomes a nice little heating pad.
I don't mind dogs sleep. I have no problem with dogs sleeping in the bed. Carrot, you have cats.
I
Do you
do.
sleep with you, Carrot?
All the cats are terrified of me, so wherever I am, they go away.
Dude, I'm terrified of you. I don't blame you. But so all the cats.
I
So
think
all,
they sleep under the bed.
do you ever see the cats? You have like a bunch of cats. Do you even see them?
We have 3 cats. Yeah, I see them, but it's like if I walk into, say, the kitchen and there's a cat in there, it's like, oh my God, what the hell? And then just starts off somewhere.
I mean, I stayed in your house for days. I think 2 days I was at your house. I saw one cat for a total of maybe 3 seconds, and it darted by.
Yeah, that's how it is with me.
It darted, and that was it.
Yeah. These cats, I don't know if they were abused as kittens, but they don't like anybody except for Leslie.
Really?
Mm.
So they don't come up to you and
Yeah.
like want to and purr and sit on you and stuff like that. They don't do any of that.
No, they run away.
Even still, I mean, how long have you lived with these cats?
Like 3 years.
Wow, cats are assholes. Pardon my language, man. The cats are just assholes. Wow,
They're definitely assholes.
wow, wow, man. All right, so I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad you and Leslie are together because we like Leslie a lot. She's kind of awesome. So,
Yeah, thank you.
and she's a good girl. So, thank you so much for calling and telling your story. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our dog sleeps in the kennel. The cat sleeps in the bed, but on my wife's side of the bed.
So the dog sleeps in the middle of the bed, like horizontally, like not vertically with us, horizontally. So
Yeah.
Jessie says she pushes her off the bed.
She does.
Well, you got to be the alpha dog and not let her.
Oh, I push her back. The problem is I'm sound asleep when it happens. So then I wake up and I'm like hanging off the bed. And so then I push her back. Yeah.
So Chad, so having a Muggle wife.
Mhm.
Let's talk about having a Muggle wife here. So what are there pros to the Muggle wife? That you know in the caching world, are there pros to the Muggle wife? We know cons.
Taking her to cool spots. So especially when she's pretty anti-caching and is like, hey, you want to let's pull over here, da 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 da. And she's like, you're doing a geocache, right?
Does
Like, yeah, yeah. And it's like you pull over there and there's a cool earth cache and a cool view and stuff. And it's like, oh, this is a pretty nice. This is a pretty nice place. Pretty cool place, you know. So those are the things that put a smile on her face and stuff. Especially like we did Yellowstone about 5 years ago, and I don't know how many virtuals and earth caches and stuff we went to, but some of them were pretty far out of the way. They weren't the touristy trap ones. And so taking her to these different places, she was really, really happy in the end that we did all that.
Right, sure, of course.
So, those are the things that really make her happy. And I've taken her on a couple of multis that turned out to be pretty good, luckily. So, and she helped out and she liked that. But for the most part, it's like, she wouldn't just choose to go geocaching.
She tolerates it.
She tolerates it.
On
Yeah.
occasion. Not always.
Right.
On occasion,
Right.
she'll tolerate it. If the mood strikes her, she'll tolerate it.
Right. So, and then on road trips and stuff, as long as I'm not stopping every 2 or 3 minutes.
See, Jesse likes to stop every 2 or 3 minutes. That's
Right. Oh, when I'm caching with my friends and stuff, that's what we're doing. Or when we go to mega events and stuff, we'll wind up getting somewhere between a couple hundred to over 1,000 caches during a week for a mega. So
right. I gotta say, one good thing about my ex-wife was that she never cared. Like, if I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go out," I'm gonna go out caching tonight. She was always, usually she was like, "Okay," like, that's fine. She was never like anti. I never had I don't know if anybody in the chat room has an anti-Muggle. And I'd love to hear your story. Give us a call even on that one, because that's the whole polar opposite of this. But a whole anti-Muggle doesn't like it.
My wife gets antsy when I'm caching by myself.
That's an anti. I mean, like someone.
Right.
Who
Right.
Like,
I understand what you mean.
You almost have to like secretly geocache. I knew a guy. I don't even think he cashed anymore. I think his wife finally got the best of him. Who his wife hated it. Like he would lie to her and tell her he was going someplace else and go cash. Like, yeah. And then what happened? And then it got to the point. Wait, it got to the point that she started like following him on geocaching. She would like, totally just like pick up on him. She's like, you're finding caches. What's going on here? So he literally had to create another account, created another account, another geocaching account, so he could keep caching. Swear to God, and I think I don't know if Craig is in the chat room, but Craig probably knows who Craig Schmidt, who's a Chicago Black Cacher. I'm sure he knows who he is. If not, I could totally tell him, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah," because he's an old guy. We haven't heard from him in years. Because I think his wife finally got the best of him. I think she finally caught him again and was like, "You have to stop," or this. Like, I don't know why she would care that much.
I don't understand why.
Right, I don't either.
Although we know what it is and understand it. I guess if you don't really understand what it is or what someone's actually doing, maybe I could see it.
Yeah, but then like, I mean, even like my ex-wife didn't know what it was, so I took her one day. We went out for a few, and she's like, "You know what? Not my thing. God bless if it's yours." And that was it. She just didn't care for it. She didn't hate it. She just didn't care for it. And that's God
right.
Bless.
Yeah, my wife is pretty much like, okay, who are you going caching with? She wants to know the people a little bit, meet them, and that kind of stuff. But other than that, it's like, have fun.
Yeah.
It's like, when are you going to be home? I was like, I'll try to be home by blah blah blah, and I never seem to make those times.
Oh, you got to come close to those times, kid. She's gonna get really mad at you.
Well, I always call her and let her know. It's like, we're still out here.
Yeah, I think just sometimes too. I was about to say, like, you got to make sure your wife also has a pretty, our husband, I shouldn't say wife, not all geocachers are men, or your husband has a pretty good hobby as well.
Right.
It's not sitting around, because.
And I'd say the majority of the people that I cache with out here, the spouses are non-cachers.
Really?
Or they might cache on a rare occasion, but for the most part, they're non-cachers. And there's a number of couples.
Craig is sending me a thing. Who was it? Craig Schmidt from the chat room. I'm responding to him. Sorry, who it was. So yeah. So I mean I feel bad, like, for my friend. I shouldn't say my friend. I haven't talked to him in years, but he's just, they literally stopped returning my calls as well, and because again, yeah, I mean, would you want to stay with someone who's that for no reason hates it? You know what I'm saying? Like, for
right.
no reason whatsoever. Is that even worth it? I mean, like, because what else and I'm not saying like geocaching should be the end all be all of a relationship, but like, if they're against that for no reason, and they're not supporting you in any way on something that you deeply care about, if you care about it, if you care about something, is it like, I don't know, am I getting a little deep here?
No,
like,
you're not. I think they should definitely give you a little bit of freedom. I could you could tell definitely my wife gives me my freedom when I go on my geocaching vacations.
Brazil, for Christ's sake.
Exactly.
Your wife's a godsend. You can she's like, yeah, go to Brazil. What do I give a shit? Yeah, your wife is definitely easygoing with it. Absolutely, yes. Because she could kibosh that really quick. I mean, that's an expensive trip. That's not a cheap trip.
Exactly.
That's not cheap. Yeah, absolutely. I get it. Yeah. So she's cool in my book. Yeah. I mean, hey, man, you don't have to like it, but just accept it and understand that it's something you enjoy and care about, So
exactly.
Yeah. We do have a caller. I'm waiting for Jesse to get through. I'm assuming he's in the queue. I see Jesse typing, but I'm assuming he's in the queue. I'm waiting for him to finish. I'm going to pull him in. I don't care what you're doing. He was okay. Hello from hello, New York. Hello.
Hi. How are you guys?
Hey, you are the you're that new cacher who won that contest. Who won our One Up Me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you Wusong for
a few months
JC?
ago, I guess.
Yes. Did you get
and
did you get your path tag? First things first.
Yes, I did. I just got 2 of them. I just got the other one. The one up me pass back. I
Yes.
got that one.
Okay, awesome.
Just like last week or something.
Good.
But I just wanted to, because of that, I was like, oh, maybe I should call him. And,
We appreciate you calling. Thank you for calling. So tell if I remember correctly, your girlfriend, correct? If your girlfriend and you cached, if I remember correctly. It's been a while.
yeah. So my girlfriend was the one who introduced me to geocaching,
Okay.
and she doesn't geocache as much as I do, but still, it's the fact, fact is fact that she introduced it to me, and I'm on the brink of my 200, trying to find my 200. I know time we talked. 6.
Last time, wait,
It's
you're
a long time.
breaking up a little. Last time we talked, what were you at?
Last time we talked, it was.
Oh, he's got a bad connection.
Oh no.
It's a bad connection. What? I can't hear you. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah. The.
Oh, he's murdering me. He's gonna come back. Wait, hold on.
Right now.
He's using chat. Can you give us a call back? You got a bad connection. I'll pull you right in. Can you call us right back? Yeah, I assume.
Maybe.
I assume he's got to call me back. Call me back. I gotta drop him. He's like, it's a horrible connection. Let's see if he calls back. I'll give him 1 second. Jess, what do you have to say? Tell me what you had to say. You tell me.
No, that was as far as I got.
Oh. Before I pulled him in?
Yes.
Let's hope he calls back on. There we go. He's calling. I think. Yeah, here we go. He's calling back.
Yeah,
Hold on.
there you go.
There we go. Let's see if we got a better. Hello, Mike. Hello.
Hey, hello, hi.
There we
Can
go.
you hear me now?
I hear you now. Okay. So as we were saying, so last time we talked, you had like 100 finds or something like that, right?
No, I had 26.
20. Oh my God, 26.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. And now you're almost at 200.
Yeah, I'm at 199 right now. So like, I went geocaching today, and my last attempt on a geocache was a DNF. So I was like,
So-
damn.
So you're sitting on 199.
It was like a level 4 difficulty, and I even like try to message the CO, try to get a hint, and still couldn't get it. So
Have you done a 5-5 yet?
I have not done a 5-5.
Okay. So the $1 million question is: are you still with your girlfriend?
Yes, I am still with her.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
And do you cache together?
Occasionally, we do cache together. Occasionally.
Do you cache without her?
Yeah, I do. I cache mostly without her.
Mostly with it.
That's
You know that's called cache cheating, right? You can't cache cheat. You're cache cheating without your girlfriend.
Well, she doesn't mind because I let her know.
Okay,
And
how many?
She's
How many does she have? How many finds does she have?
like 12.
12. She has 12, and
Yeah.
you're almost 2. Oh, so you are way cache cheating. You are totally cache cheating.
But the thing is, and the thing is, most of the caches that she found was when we were caching together, she would find it herself, and so like, oh, and then she's a pretty good finder, and then some of them I just kind of like showed some of the caches that I had found, so it's like, but just to make up for it, I guess.
And so, do you usually cache alone, like by yourself, or have you found other people in the community, or you just cache by yourself?
Coincidentally, a few times I had found a few cachers, groups of cachers, like trying to find the same caches as I was.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time where I was trying to fix a cache, and I was like replacing it, and then I left to go to my car to to get a new log sheet, and then I was running back because I knew like there were cachers around and they were looking for that one cache. So I told them about it, and like I signed a new log sheet, and then they signed the log sheet, and I replaced it. So and then so that was like one occurrence, and yeah, and I had another occurrence where like where I was replacing another cache, and
Wow, look
trying
at
to
you.
fix another cache. Yeah, I was like, I've been fixing caches.
Community maintenance
lately.
is what that's called. Cody Dog would love you. Community maintenance.
Courtesy replacement, I guess.
Ian hates that. On a boat does not enjoy that. Cody Dog loves you. Community maintenance. Well done. I applaud it. So you have almost 200. Are you okay? I'm assuming you're still enjoying it you're continuing to do it, and your girlfriend is not.
Yeah, obviously, I've been enjoying it a lot, and sometimes I only like go for one because it's like out of the way or whatever.
Sure.
And I'll just go to that one and then go home. But
Sure.
But there will be like a couple that will be lined up together. So I'll be like 3-4 hours of that, and then come home.
Well, okay, and a couple more questions. And this is still, but like, I love new cachers, and he's such a new cacher. That's amazing. We're all such old schoolers that like, okay, so are you starting to see the same hides over and over again, or are you still seeing new hides?
Well, within the traditional, I've seen the same hides, and then there'll be a difficulty of 4 sometimes, and then be like, okay, I can understand why it's a 4, and but I have to like keep reminding myself like I have to pay attention to detail,
right,
and also to try to keep it simple as possible.
Right. Okay. Have you been to the woods yet? Have you gone woodsy hides?
Yeah, there have been some woodsy caches.
Oh, nice.
There was this one cache that I couldn't find, and I like tracked through all this marsh, and came up empty. But I was like,
Hey, man.
I'll be going back to avenge it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? All you gotta do is log a DNF and let it go and maybe put a watch on it, and then see if anybody else finds.
Yeah.
The worst is when somebody finds it like the next day, and you're like, "Are you kidding? Really? I missed this." Yeah.
Yeah, there was there's one cache where like I'm ready to go back to, but it's like in the woods, but it's up a mini mountain. So I'm like, oh, do I have energy today to go there? But I have to like plan a whole half a day for it. So.
All right. Well, just make sure, Ian, on a boat would remind you. Make sure that if you replace a log because a log is full or wet, make sure you keep the original log in there and just replace it. Just put the new log in there, and then put in your log in your online log saying, hey, you know what? The log was wet, so I put a new one in there. You might want to check it as the owner. You might want to give it a check.
Right.
So make sure
I always do that. Yeah, I always say that.
Gotta start you out right. Ian's the cash police. So you gotta make sure you start out right. But good job. Well done. I'm glad you're having fun. Do us a favor. Please call us again. But I say whenever you hit a new 100, give us a call. Because I'm curious to see how long you cash for and how actually the game progresses for you and how much because it's gonna keep changing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like, I looked at my entire map, like New York, New Jersey area, like there's so many caches that I haven't ventured into. So like, I'll be, at 500 easy, and and then we'll go from there. But
I know you got to get out of the state. You got to go someplace else. You got to go. You also have to learn how to winter cache. Remember, you live in New York. Winter's coming. It's coming back. Didn't you start in like March, right? If I remember correctly. When did you start caching?
No, it's hot and humid up here, so it's like, I'm not. I guess August or September is when you kind of start preparing.
No, but when
It's like,
when
you
did
know,
you when
fall
did you
weather comes in, and
when did you start caching?
I started caching in March.
Right, so you don't really know winter caching all that well. I mean, it's still winter in March,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
not like
yeah.
December,
March
January.
March was cold, but it was, you know, into mid March to late March. So
Right,
it's,
right. The key here, Michael, the key is to not stop caching. That's the key. Because you're not going
Right.
to want to go out when it's 20 below out caching. But it's fun, believe it or not. I know it's shocking, but it's fun to go caching. It's a whole different game. You got to up the stars. The terrain and the difficulty go up. It's a lot more fun in the wintertime. It's a different game. And it's also easy. It's also easier in the woods during the wintertime. I know it's colder and you're further away from your car, but if you dress warm, it's way easier to to get through all that marsh and all that crap. It's way easier to kick right through that stuff. In the winter.
In the deep south, it definitely it definitely was. So, but up north, yeah, I can see that. You get the vegetation down and
Yeah,
stuff.
I trample right through the woods in the wintertime. Yeah, it's easy. So, Mike, good luck, buddy. I love hearing from you. Thank you so much for calling in. And I mean that
all
sincerely.
right. Thank you so much.
We'll talk soon. Call again. Thank you so much. Bye
All
bye.
right. All right. Thank you. Stay safe.
I love that he called in because remember he was like brand spanking new when we talked to him.
Hmm.
He's still cashing, Chad.
That's good.
That makes me happy. I like when people are still cashing. That's good. That's a good call, Jess. I like those things.
So I wonder if the person who sent me a text hadn't had or not a text, a message today that they couldn't find my cache. I mean, this is a one and a half cache. It's a bison, red bison, hanging on a small tree, and person had 0 finds. And it's like, yeah. So I described what it was, and it's like, okay, I'll keep looking.
Yeah, I mean, the COVID cashers, I literally had to explain to a cashier. They said they sent me a note on geocaching.com, in the chat thing. They're like, it's not here. And I looked at where they were, and they were at a lamb skirt. I'm like, you see that black box? Lift up. The newbies, God bless them. Chad,
Mhm.
next week, Chad. I have Jesse. I have a fun idea. What do you think of this, Jess? Next week we have Cash or Coffee, Chad.
Ooh.
Cash or Coffee, July Cash or Coffee. Jesse, what am I gonna do? Just to see it, just to test this thing out. I am going to once the show starts. I'm gonna go to Twitter. No, I'll go to all the social media, and I'm gonna paste in the code to come on this show. Video.
Okay. That'll be fun.
And we're going to see 10 people up, 10 listeners up on this screen. What do you think of that, Chad?
Awesome.
It's okay. I figure it's Cash Coffee. Let's test this. Let's test this. Let's take this 10-person video thing for a spin. What do you say? Let's take it for a little spin. Oh, Chad's showing us. What are you doing there, Chad? Chad's giving us a screen.
0 finds.
Yes, and no pick nothing.
Nothing.
And they
This
couldn't
was
find
When
your
did they
cache?
create their account?
today.
Oh.
And they couldn't
So
find your cache?
that was the person that.
It's a small red bite. Why don't you just put that in your hint? There you go. Do that.
The hint is bison spelled backwards. It's like that. That's good enough. Where's stop sharing? Here we go.
All right. So next week it'll be a free for all. Whoever's the first 10 to pop in, actually the first 7, because we can only have 10. It's the first 7 to pop in quickly, get on the show for the July Cash or Coffee, Chad. That's what we're talking about next week. That's next show. So everybody, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you much for the chat room. I saw a little bit of it, and people were arguing about something. I have no doubt Ian was somehow related to that arguing.
Never.
See, he's already starting now. He hasn't even heard me yet because it has been 10 seconds, and I see he's already starting with people. All right, guys. Chad, thank you so much. Jesse, thanks so much. Everybody, thank you so much in the chat room. I'm going to close this show. Here we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcast are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatcher. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure to click the subscribe or get notified buttons to know when we go live. Wait, hold on a second. We have a Saturday show. We could actually do that 10 thing on Saturday.
We could test it out on
You
Saturday.
can test it out, yeah.
On Saturday. Yes. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
just
think
you,
we're gonna have
Craig.
we don't have rooms, do we? We don't know yet.
No, well, we'll have we don't know if we have rooms yet, but still, it doesn't take an hour to do the rooms. So, all right. Sorry. I forget we have a Saturday show, and it's like episode 16 on that.
It's right
too,
here.
right? Isn't it? I know. Are we on like episode 16 or something like that? It's been 16 goddamn weeks. All right, here we go. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to stop the closing. It just hit me as I was reading that. Sorry. If you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you'll get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our Patreon members. Please head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Arted Crafted, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week, talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We will talk to you guys next week. We are clear. Well, suddenly everybody's saying, I'm seeing a bunch of yes do it Saturdays. What is this? It's Vlogger. Oh, the Vlogger. Oh, hi, Joshua. What's up? All right, guys. Thank you so much. We have Saturday. We'll see you guys on Saturday night for the Antisocial Club. I think number 16. I don't have it in front of me. I think so. I can actually look here.
Oh, it's up there.
Is it up there? What's up there? Is it? It's number 16.
16, yeah.
It's number 16. And then for July Caster Coffee next week, guys. So thanks, guys. We'll talk to you guys next week and then on Saturday. Bye-bye.